My ex said, "I want you back on New Year's Eve." He showed up at my door with flowers and tears. I almost believed him. Then his girlfriend called my phone looking for him. He was playing both of us. "Hey, Reddit, I want you back," he said, his voice cracking as he stood there on my doorstep, clutching a bouquet of roses like they were his last lifeline, tears glistening on his cheeks under the flickering porch light. My heart slammed against my ribs. This was New Year's Eve, the clock ticking toward midnight, and here he was, the guy who'd shattered me 6 months ago, begging for a second chance. If I let him in, I'd be opening the door to all that pain again, reliving the nights I cried myself to sleep, questioning my worth, wondering if I'd ever trust anyone. But if I slammed it shut, I'd be alone on a night meant for fresh starts, haunted by what-ifs that could ruin me forever. I was 26, living in a modest apartment in downtown Seattle, freshly single after a messy breakup that left me rebuilding from scratch. The city lights twinkled in the distance, fireworks already popping sporadically as people celebrated the turn of the year. He stepped closer, the flowers trembling in his hands. "Please, just hear me out. I've been a fool. I miss you every day. You're the only one who gets me." I stared at him, my mind racing. Part of me wanted to believe it, the raw emotion in his eyes, the way his shoulders slumped like he'd been carrying the weight of the world. We'd been together for 2 years, and he'd always had this way of pulling me back in with his charm. But the scars were fresh. He'd cheated once before, with some girl from his work, and I'd forgiven him then. This time, it felt different, deeper. If I gave in now, I'd lose myself completely, become that guy who keeps going back to the fire that burns him. "Come on," he pleaded, wiping his face with the back of his hand. "It's New Year's. Let's start over. I love you." The words hung in the air, heavy and intoxicating. I almost reached for the flowers, my resolve cracking. But then my phone buzzed in my pocket. A call, not a text. I pulled it out, glancing at the screen. Unknown number. Weird timing, but maybe it was a friend checking in. I hit ignore, but it rang again immediately. "Answer it," he said, his eyes darting to the phone. "It's probably nothing." Something in his tone made my stomach twist. I answered, pressing it to my ear. "Hello. Is this him?" A woman's voice asked, hesitant but urgent. "My boyfriend? He said he was going out for a walk, but he hasn't come back. His phone's off. I thought maybe he was with you." My blood ran cold. "Who is this?" "I'm his girlfriend," she said, her voice breaking. "We've been together for 3 months. He talks about you sometimes, says you're an ex. Please, if he's there, tell him to come home. It's New Year's, and I just want him here." I lowered the phone, staring at him. He was still holding the flowers, but his face had gone pale, the tears now looking like a performance. "What the hell is this?" I demanded, my voice low and dangerous. He blinked, trying to play it off. "Who was that?" "Some telemarketer." "Don't," I snapped, shoving the phone toward him. "Listen to this." I hit speaker, and the call was still connected. The woman was still talking, her words tumbling out. "He left his wallet here, but his keys are gone. I'm worried. Is he okay?" He froze, the flowers slipping from his grasp, petals scattering on the concrete. "Hang up," he hissed, lunging for the phone. I yanked it away, stepping back into the doorway. "No, you're going to hear this. She's looking for you, your girlfriend. The one you've been playing me against." The woman's voice crackled through the speaker. "Hello? Are you there? Please, just tell him to call me. I love him." He rubbed his face, pacing the porch. "This isn't what it looks like. She's not important. You're the one I want." I laughed, a bitter sound that echoed in the night. "Not important? She's calling me, your ex, because you're missing. How many others are there? How long have you been doing this?" The call ended abruptly. She must have hung up. But the damage was done. I felt the ground shift beneath me, the stakes crystal clear now. If I'd let him in, I'd have been just another pawn in his game, losing not just my dignity, but my ability to ever trust again. This wasn't just a breakup. It was a betrayal that could define me, make me question every relationship I'd ever have. He bent down, picking up the flowers, trying to salvage the moment. Look, I messed up. I was seeing her. Yeah, but it's over. I realized I can't live without you. Get out, I said, my voice steady despite the rage boiling inside. Take your flowers and your tears and go back to her. Or whoever else you're juggling. He didn't move, his eyes pleading. Please. It's New Year's. Give me a chance. I slammed the door in his face, locking it with a click that felt final. But as I leaned against it, heart pounding, I knew this wasn't over. The phone buzzed again, her number. I answered. He just left, I said. He's on his way back to you. She sobbed on the other end. Thank you. Who are you? Why did he go to you? I'm the ex he said he wanted back. I replied, the words tasting like ash. He's playing both of us. Watch your back. I hung up, sliding down the wall to the floor. The apartment felt emptier than ever, the distant fireworks mocking my solitude. But in that emptiness, a spark of clarity ignited. I'd almost fallen for it again. The charm, the drama. Now, I had to face the truth. He'd been cheating on me with her, and probably others, all while pretending to be the heartbroken one. Flashbacks hit me like waves. It started innocently enough, 2 years ago. We met at a coffee shop. He spilled his latte on my shirt, and we laughed it off. He was 28, worked in tech, had that easy smile that made you feel like the center of the world. Our first date was a walk along the waterfront, talking about dreams, his to travel, mine to write. We clicked, or so I thought. But cracks showed early. He'd cancel plans last minute, saying work was crazy. Then came the late nights, the vague texts. I confronted him once about a suspicious receipt in his pocket, a dinner for two at a fancy place. He swore it was a client meeting, kissed me, and I believed him. Fool me once. 6 months in, I found the messages. On his phone, while he was in the shower. Flirty text with a guy named Chris. Details about secret meetups. How she didn't suspect. I froze, reading them over and over. When he came out, towel around his waist, I threw the phone at him. What the hell? He yelled, catching it. I saw the messages, I said, voice shaking. Who's Chris? And why are you calling me she? He paled, then laughed it off. It's nothing. Chris is a friend from college. We were joking around. Come on. You know I love you. But I didn't know. I demanded the truth, and he admitted it. Chris was a hookup, someone he'd been seeing on the side. It was a mistake, he pleaded. I was stressed, and it just happened. I'll end it. Please, don't leave. I stayed. We went to couples therapy, he promised change, and for a while, it seemed better. He was attentive, planned dates, even talked about moving in. But deep down I knew. The trust was fractured, like a vase glued back together. Pretty from afar, but one tap, and it shatters. Then, 3 months ago, it happened again. I came home early from work and found him packing a bag. Where are you going? I asked. He hesitated. Out. With friends. But his eyes darted, and I checked his phone. Again, a bad habit I'd picked up. Text to a woman. Can't wait to see you tonight. She's clueless. Her name was Mia, and they were meeting at a hotel. I exploded. Again? After everything. He tried to deny it, then admitted it. It's not serious. You're the one I want long term. I kicked him out that night, changed the locks, blocked his number. He showed up once, begging, but I didn't answer. 6 months of silence, of healing, of swearing off men like him. And now, on New Year's Eve, he pulls this stunt. Back in the present, I sat on the floor, staring at the ceiling. The phone rang again, her number. I answered, curious despite myself. Did he come back? She asked, voice thick with tears. Not yet, I said. But he was here, telling me he wants me back. With flowers and everything. She gasped. He did the same to me last week. Showed up crying. Said he missed his ex, but realized I was the one. We got back together. My stomach churned. He's playing us both. Probably more. What do we do? She whispered. I thought about it. Part of me wanted revenge, to expose him. But another part just wanted peace. Block him. Move on. Don't let him win. We talked for a bit. She was 24, a nurse, met him at a bar. He'd charmed her, promised the world, then started pulling away. Sounded familiar. We exchanged stories, bonding over the betrayal. Her name was Lisa, and she sounded as broken as I felt. By the time we hung up, it was past midnight. Fireworks boomed outside, but I didn't feel celebratory. I poured a glass of wine, staring out the window at the city below. How many lives had he wrecked? How many hearts? The next morning, I woke to a knock at the door. Groggy, I peeked through the peephole. Him again, looking disheveled, holding a coffee and a note. I opened it a crack. What now? I talked to her, he said, voice low. She knows. But I told her it's over. Please, let me in. We can fix this. I laughed. Fix what? Your lies? Go away. He shoved the note through the crack. Read it. I poured my heart out. I slammed the door, but curiosity won. The note was a rambling apology, blaming stress, saying he loved me, begging for forgiveness. It was manipulative, the same words he'd used before. I texted Lisa. He showed up again. Told me he ended it with you. Her reply was instant. He told me the same about you. He's lying. We decided to confront him together. It was risky, but empowering. We met at a neutral spot, a park bench near the waterfront, where he'd taken me on our first date. She arrived first, a petite woman with tired eyes, clutching her phone. Thanks for meeting, she said, shaking my hand. This is insane. We waited. He showed up, smiling at first, then freezing when he saw us both. What the hell? He said, stopping short. Lisa stood, arms crossed. You told me you ended it with her. He glanced at me. And you said you were done with her. I stepped forward. We're not idiots. You played us both. How many others? He stammered, trying to backpedal. It's not like that. I care about both of you. Lisa's face hardened. Care? You cheated on me with him, and on him with me. And probably others. He looked cornered, like a trapped animal. Fine, there was one more. But it's over now. I want to be with you, he said to me, then turned to her. Or you. Whoever. The admission hit like a punch. One more? We pressed him, and he confessed. Another woman, someone from his gym. He'd been juggling 4 of us, using the same lines, the same tears. Lisa cried, and I felt a surge of anger. You're pathetic, I said. Get help, and stay away from us. We walked away together, leaving him standing there, alone. As we parted ways, Lisa hugged me. Thank you for telling me the truth. Back home, I blocked his number for good, deleted his messages. The story spread. Lisa told her friends, I told mine. Word got back to him. He tried emailing, but I ignored it. Weeks passed. I threw myself into work, dating apps, cautiously, therapy. The betrayal stung, but it taught me. I wasn't the problem. He was. One day, Lisa texted. He showed up at my place again, crying. I slammed the door. I replied, good. We're stronger now. And we were. New Year's Eve had been a wake-up call, a drama that exposed the rot. I'd almost lost everything to his games, but now I was free.